Hello and welcome to your virtual tour video of Stamford High School. I'm Amelia and I'm an old Stamfordian myself who left in 2017, so I'm gladly here to show you around. I'll show you around as much of the school as possible and as many of the facilities as you want to see. So we'll start with the dining room. So this is our dining room, and lunch starts at 5 to 1 and is staggered in year groups starting from year 7, year 8, then year 9 and so on. Sixth formers can come and eat at lunchtime as they please depending on what time their frees are. We have a vegan and vegetarian counter which has a salad bar, and then we have a sandwich bar and the choice of a homemade soup each day. We have our main meat option and also choice of a pudding. So these are our design technology rooms, otherwise known as DT, and in year 7 and 8 it's a compulsory subject, but from year 9 it's optional and students can take it all the way up until sixth form. If you do take it in sixth form, then you have the pleasure of also using the Stamford school site as well. There's so much equipment to use, including 3D printers. So this is the Atrium, and the Atrium at the moment is being used as an overflow for lunch to spread out the dining hall more because of COVID. So as you can see behind me, I've got some temporary food counters, which won't always be there. It's also a space for students to wait after school for their parents to pick them up. They can do some homework as well as going to the library. It's an extra space used for break times and lunch times, as sixth formers can also get tea and coffee here. So this is one of our maths classrooms. We have some more upstairs as well, but I'll show you this one in particular because this is one of our ideal classrooms. An ideal classroom means that all the tables are whiteboards and the whiteboards are all around the walls as well. So these classrooms encourage collaborative learning, and here at Stamford we encourage all types of learning, which is why we've issued every student with a Microsoft Surface Pro, which is a hybrid between a tablet and a laptop. These Microsoft Surface Pros can be brought out in any lesson, very dependent on the student's way of learning and the subject they're in. So this is our Ancaster studio. So the Ancaster studio is where some of our drama lessons take place, but we also have a black box studio, which is Blackbeck Studio across the road. This room is also used for guest lectures after school. Some parents and students can attend them if they wish, and it's also can be hired out for year group assemblies in case the head of year wants to get the year group together. So this is the Blackbeck studio, which is the black box studio, and it's also used for drama lessons as well as the Ancaster studio. And if you take drama in sixth form, then you can also use the Performing Arts Centre at the Stamford School as well. So these are our food rooms. You can take food and nutrition from year 9, however there are after school cookery clubs in year 8 for taster sessions in order to choose whether you want to take it in year 9, and the subject can be taken all the way up and through until sixth form. So this is computing. We've got a computing classroom here and one next door as well, but because of the Surface Pro rollout we've only got a few classrooms left with desktops in them because everyone carries around their Surface Pro and uses those. We've also got desktops in the library as well, and computing is taken from year 7 and is optional from year 9. You can take it all the way through until sixth form. This is one of our textiles rooms. We have 2 of them next to each other, and in year 7 and year 8 textiles is compulsory, but from year 9 it's optional. You can take it all the way through until sixth form. In textiles you can make things like tie-dye pyjamas or pillowcases or laptop cases, and you also use the Surface Pros a lot more to create prototypes for your products. So this is one of our language classrooms. If you're joining in year 7, then in year 7 you'll either take French or Spanish, and in year 8 you'll take the one you didn't take in year 7. So you'll have a year of French and a year of Spanish. And then in year 9 you will pick one language to take to GCSE, but you will also get taster sessions of other languages like German and Russian in case you wanted to pick those up as well. But for GCSE you have to take one modern foreign language. We're currently standing in the Stamford High School gym, and to the right of me there's a space where some indoor PE and games lessons take place. But at the moment we're stood in the fitness suite. This fitness suite is purely for Stamford High School students, but we also have a sports centre at Stamford School, which is for all 3 Stamford schools to use. We also have a new sports facility being built on Kettering Road next to the junior school, which will be predominantly for Stamford High School students, and this will be done in September, and if you want more information about it then head to the website. So this is one of our outdoor spaces. This is the sixth form gardens, and although it's called the sixth form gardens, it's not just for sixth formers, it's for all students. They're just called them because they're next to the common room, which is on my left here. We also have the playground, which is outside the Atrium, which has a tuck shop for students to buy tuck twice a week at break time. And last summer term we also had the privilege of Burley Park being open to the students. So students were clocked in and clocked out of there to go and sit on Burley Park, which are the grounds to our famous Burley House. So this is the grounds of Burley Park, which is open to the schools and the public, and each year the schools host the Burley Run, which is a run including the Stamford Junior School, Stamford School and Stamford High School. So this is one of our geography classrooms, and this is also an ideal classroom, again with the whiteboards everywhere, just like the maths classroom. Geography you take from year 7, but it's optional from year 9, and you can take it all the way through into sixth form. So I'm standing in one of our biology classrooms, but this is also just an example of one of our science classrooms as well. So around the outside we've got our workbenches, which is where you do practical work, and there's taps there. For example, chemistry, you've got your Bunsen burner taps, and then in the middle you do your theory as well, sat down. And then in year 7, if you're starting in year 7, you'd have one teacher for all 3 sciences, and it's in year 8 that you start splitting off into your chemistry teacher, your physics and your biology teacher. So this is the quad, and this is another outdoor space that students can come to at lunchtimes and break times, and it's really nice in the summer to sit out here on the grass. It's the central point of the school, so a lot of the classrooms surround it. So we're now standing in the school's hall. We have assembly in here, and we also have chapel service at St Martin's Church next to the school. The hall can just about fit the whole school in for assembly, and the chairs at the back here behind me extend so that everyone has a seat. At the moment you can see that the hall is set out for exams, and this is the January exams. I'm currently standing on the stage, but we also have the shared space at Stamford School in the Oswald Elliott Hall if we need a bigger space. At Stamford High School we have a house system. We have 4 houses: Elliott, Cavell, Anderson and Beale. When you join Stamford you'll be randomly allocated to a house, and if you have a sibling in the 3 schools you'll always be in the same colour as them. We have house competitions in absolutely anything that can range from house drama to sports day to house singing or to house chess. So we're currently standing in the sixth form common room, which is based in the sixth form block at Stamford High School. We love to give sixth formers their own independence and their own space to come at break times and lunch times. They can also spend their study sessions here as well. So this is the second half of the common room that's used for study periods, as this desk space is. However, sixth formers can also use empty classrooms, they can use the library, and because Stamford sixth form is now 1/6, the facilities at the boys' school can be shared as well, for example the common room. So this is our art department, and art is compulsory from year 7 and optional from year 9, and you can take it all the way through until sixth form. We have special sixth form study zones so that sixth formers can get on with their coursework quietly, and some of the projects we do, for example in year 7, you do these abstract portraits. This is our library. Students can come in here before school, during lunchtime or after school to wait for parents to pick them up, as the library is open early in the morning until late at night. Students can take a book out at any time they like by just signing it out and signing it back in again. Sixth form study can take place in here, so sixth formers can use this space, and some teachers will hire out the library for lessons if they need to. The library also has some desktops for students to use, and if students ever wanted to use an extra screen as well as their Surface Pros, they can plug them into the desktop screens. So this is our Wellbeing Room, and it's called the Phoenix Room. It's based on the same corridor as the head and deputy head of pastoral's offices. It's a room for students to go if they're feeling a bit low, if they're upset about something, if they have a problem, no matter how big or small. We also have Phoenix Prefects, which are sixth formers who have chosen to be them, and they are on a rota to speak to students in case students want to speak to an older student rather than a teacher. And we also have a pastoral pup as well. So we're standing in one of the music classrooms in our music school, which is based just across the road from the main Stamford High School building. Behind you can see we have iMacs, which are specific to some of the music software we use. We also have practice rooms in the music school, and we can also use the Stamford School facilities as they have a recording studio as well. Music is compulsory from year 7 and optional from year 9, and in sixth form you can either take music or music technology. We've now come to the end of your virtual tour. I hope you've enjoyed looking around Stamford High School. If you need any more information about the schools, please visit our website.